This is News 13 at 6. I'm Noreen Turyn. Jeff has the night off. It's been a rough month for many canine owners in Bedford County as a large number of people are reporting missing dogs. Some of these so-called lost pets are very expensive, and as News 13's Ed Yarmer reports, it might not all be a coincidence. Now, if you have any information about this case, the Bedford County Animal Control Office would like to hear from you. You can call 540-586-7690. Lynchburg police say North Carolina authorities have picked up their suspect in one of last month's bank robberies. Police believe 19-year-old Brian Keith Watson robbed the Nation's Bank November 29th and got away with a small amount of cash. Watson was picked up in Rowland, North Carolina this morning, along with a 16-year-old runaway girl from Bedford County. Investigators are on their way to North Carolina to talk with Watson tonight. A Lynchburg man faces up to life in prison after pleading guilty in one of the Hill City's biggest drug busts. 23-year-old Bryant Page Sandage was charged with possessing more than 650 grams of crack cocaine, worth almost $150,000. An informant led police to Sandage at the Greenfield Apartments in August. There they found the drugs in bags lined with dryer sheets hidden between the car's seats. Under a plea agreement, Sandage's sentence could be reduced to 20 years in prison, but the prosecutor says justice is served.
Obviously, we're thrilled.
Lynchburg police thought they'd made their biggest drug bust ever with Sandage, but just 2 weeks later, they found even more drugs in another bust. A Roanoke man accused of purposely setting a fatal house fire is in the second day of his trial. Raymond Mahoney is charged with the death of Brenda Ann Davis last May. Prosecutors say Mahoney set the house on fire after a drug deal went bad. So far, witnesses have testified that they saw Mahoney at the house before the fire, but the state has no physical evidence against him. The trial is expected to last until Thursday. It's round two for a Halifax County teenager accused of being the triggerman in a drive-by shooting. This is the second trial for 17-year-old Kevin Newman, who's charged with murder. In October, a hung jury couldn't agree to a verdict. Prosecutors say he sprayed gunfire at a crowd gathered at the West Side Trailer Park where one man died. Newman's attorneys argue Newman was in the area at the time, but he was not the one who fired the gun. The trial is expected to wrap up tomorrow. A Danville man led rescuers on a chilly search of the Dan River last night. Several people on the Main Street Bridge reported a man standing on the railing threatening to jump. But when police arrived, there was no sign of him. Members of the Danville life-saving crew searched the Dan anyway as a precautionary measure, but after a couple of hours, they gave up the search. Authorities say they don't think that the man actually did jump into the river. 4 months of rigorous training and learning have come to a close at Mary Baldwin College, but will all that hard work be for nothing? Come January, the U.S. Supreme Court is set to decide if the school's new women's leadership program is a legitimate alternative to VMI's all-male policy. As News 13's Tracy Grau reports, one local student says the program's been all that it promised and more. The Supreme Court is scheduled to begin hearing the case in mid-January. Well, still to come, peaks of Otter employees may be getting an early Christmas vacation. The federal government shutdown's hitting Virginia once again. And a big surprise for a Star City park, some extra state money is headed their way.
And they're decorating the Christmas tree right outside Lynchburg's Habitat for Humanity's newest completed house, which is ready just in time for Christmas. Stay with us.
You're watching News 13 with Jeff Matthews, Noreen Turyn, Tab O'Neill, and Dennis Carter.
They're going to have a nice Christmas there, aren't they, Dave?
They're going to have a nice Christmas there.
That looked nice, but
it's going to be kind of cold.
Dedication today.
What a day for the dedication. You saw how cold it was while Pam was out there, and let's take a look at some of the current conditions. Actually, let's take a look at what high.
You know, that sunshine is getting dangerously close to Christmas.
I know it is.
And they don't want that at Christmas.
I know. We're working on it.
All right. Well, thanks, Dave. Well, this rainy, cold weather is the perfect mix for flu season, and it seems like everyone is calling in sick with it, Tab included. Local schools and businesses. Dennis is here now, and Virginia Tech basketball, they're getting a little better, huh?
Back on the rebound. They kind of got it handed to them over the weekend, but now they're looking pretty good after last night.
Well, finally tonight, shoppers at the Wards Road Kroger got more than they bargained for today. Students from Sheffield Elementary entertained them with a midday concert. The kindergarten through 5th graders played their violins. Then they sang holiday songs and brightened an otherwise dreary day. And customers at Central Fidelity Bank on Main Street certainly got their money's worth. The Pride of Payne Chorus filled the lobby with cheer as they presented a free holiday concert. R.S. Payne Elementary School and Central Fidelity Bank have been partners in education since 1990. That is our report for tonight. Thanks for making News 13 at 6 and ABC your choice for news. See you at 11.